Hi, this is Greg. Look for my book, The Agile Brand, on Amazon or on my website at theagile.world. Welcome back to The Agile World. This is Greg Kihlstrom. In the last few episodes, I talked about what sets Agile brands apart. Now I'm going to talk about what really changed in society and marketing in consumers that really has necessitated Agile brands in the first place. So there's a few different things that I talk about in my book, The Agile Brand. First thing is social transformation, and I'll get into more detail on that in a little bit here. Second thing is the idea of brand as experience. Third thing, market disruption. Fourth, exponential technologies. Fifth, modern customer experience and the device agnostic consumer. And finally, agile marketing and real-time data. So I'm going to talk about social transformation here in this episode. So when I talk about social transformation, it's not just social media, although social media has certainly had a huge impact on the way that we interact with brands, the way that we purchase things, the way that we look for products and services. One example of that is, I often ask the question, how do you find products and services that you end up buying? It used to be back in the day, pre-social media, pre-internet, people would actually talk to one another and stuff like that. Or, advertising, one-way advertising, what we often call the Mad Men style of broadcast advertising was a major way that you found out about products. For brands, that was a great thing because they completely controlled the message and they could basically say whatever they wanted and at least got a first-time customer. They might not get repeat customers, but they could at least get someone to buy their product for the first time, and hopefully they liked it and told other people by word of mouth and stuff like that. But, social transformation really means to me, not only through social media, but through the internet at large, the way that we look for things, whether that's through, search engines, or, more recently through voice assistants like Alexa and Google Home and things like that. The way that we get recommendations, how many times I have gotten recommendations from Yelp for restaurants and things like that. I don't know any of these people. I have a few friends on Yelp or something, but honestly, I'm taking recommendations from people that I will never meet, that I only know from maybe a couple of reviews that they've listed on that platform. So, I'm certainly not alone. Amazon really helped build their business on this idea of recommendations as well as product reviews. So, so many people are getting more and more comfortable with reading what someone else wrote, whether they know them or not. So this idea that really the way that we're shopping, the way that we're buying, the way that we're doing all of this stuff has really just changed. And good or bad, I won't say that it really is one or the other. It's kind of just one of those things that's changed. And agile brands really need to understand this phenomenon and really embrace it. And I think a lot of brands certainly do that. I think the smart ones don't interfere with these reviews. I think there's been several cases where when you see something that looks inauthentic as far as a review goes, you can kind of quickly see that, okay, this either is too good to be true or it doesn't feel real. So the smart brands kind of stay out of that space, but they give people opportunities. They make their, if it's a restaurant, they make their restaurant somewhere where it's easy to take photographs, or they give people the opportunity to share things and share their positive experiences. So to kind of counter if they actually do have any negative feedback or anything like that, which inevitably a large enough brand is surely going to have some of that negative feedback. So with that social transformation, really, it there becomes this opportunity to create not only content but products and opportunities for people to not only give reviews for your product, but help you create products. I think there's great examples. I mentioned, a few episodes ago, the Dell IdeaStorm site, which openly solicits things. Kind of turning this idea of social media into a consumer research slash product generator almost, and several others have followed suit as well. I know Starbucks has done that, and a few others. So really, taking this idea that people want to share stuff. They're totally willing to share stuff with people they don't know. They're even more and more willing to crowdfund products from companies and stuff like that. So really, that this whole social transformation has really helped enable brands to be able to be more agile and more adaptive. So in the next episode, I'm going to talk about the brand as experience. Thanks for listening. Have a great week. If you enjoyed this episode and found it helpful, please rate the show on iTunes or contact me through my website at theagile.world. You can find my books, The Agile Brand and The Agile Web, on Amazon and on my website at theagile.world.